Hi friends, Vishal in here. As promised, today I'm going to take the time to share with you on the multifaceted benefits of Abhyanga. Abhyanga is very dear to me, as mentioned. As a therapist, it's one of the therapies that I enjoy the most in sharing with my clients. And also, it's helped me a lot in healing my own body through various ailments, and it's something that I do on a regular basis. So, before I get to share with you on the benefits of Abhyanga, what it is, let me just share a little bit more about Ayurveda, right? So, most people think of Ayurveda as an alternate medicine system or something that's way out there, but that is incorrect. Okay, if you really study and you look at the origins, you'll find that Ayurveda is the baseline from which every other medicinal system has its origins. Okay, so if you Google, for example, the first ever surgery that was performed by humankind, you will find that that's attributed to an Ayurvedic physician named Sushrut. So you'll see Sushrut is known as the father of modern surgery, and this was long before Hippocrates could set foot on the scene. Ayurvedic physicians were performing very detailed, even advanced surgeries like rhinoplasty, and Sushrut would document all his findings, the anatomy of the human body, the tools that he would use, and all the processes that he would use to do his surgery long before modern medicine could come into play. Okay, so we have three main forefathers in Ayurveda. One is Sushrut, the other is Charak, and one is Bhagvat. So we follow their teachings. They've written treatises or texts for us, and we follow these treatises. Okay, so very interesting. All three of these physicians wrote about Abhyanga in their texts, and they've given us many benefits to Abhyanga. So, for example, in the Charak Samhita, which was written by Charak, one of the physicians or sages, if you want to call, he said that one should perform Abhyanga daily as it wards of old age, exertion, and Vata related disorders. I'll speak more about the doshas going forward, right? In our course, you'll learn more about Vata, about Pitta, about Kapha, and how it relates to daily life. But let's go on to Sushrut. So Sushrut, he mentions that oil massage enhances strength, it enhances vitality, it relieves you of fatigue, and it improves skin texture. And in Ashtanga Hiridyam by Vagbat, he says that daily Abhyanga prevents aging, fatigue, and the aggravation of Vata. So let's go into the details of what this means, okay, with Abhyanga as a daily practice, okay. When we say daily practice in Ayurveda, we are referring to something called dinacharya, okay. Dinacharya simply means a daily Ayurvedic routine. And the great news is that in these next 14 days, we're going to be discovering a little more of dinacharya. We're going to be including some of these amazing practices as part of our daily lifestyle. We're going to do it full on in the detox, and hopefully, after the detox, we'll carry some of that with us. Okay, so one of the daily practices as part of Dinacharya is Abhyanga. Okay, so very lovely. Few benefits we'll share about Abhyanga. Okay, Abhyanga affords us deep tissue nourishments. Okay, if you look at sesame oil, which is the oil that we are using in Abhyanga, primarily we can use other oils in different seasons for different constitutions, and I'll share more about that. But let's look at sesame oil as a base. Okay, sesame oil in Ayurveda is the preferred oil for many reasons. It has a small molecular size, and it's very rich in a substance called linoleic acid, okay, which is an omega-6 fatty acid. And because of its small molecular size, it affords us deep penetration. So it goes down through the dermis, the epidermis, into your deeper tissue layers, even reaching right down to bone and bone marrow. Very amazing, okay? And this really nourishes the dhatus. And linoleic acid, if you study it, it improves growth in the body. It's good for brain health, okay? And it maintains a skin barrier function. Okay, the second reason why Abhyanga is beneficial for us is that it balances the Vata dosha. So, as you will learn on the course, some of the properties of Vata is dry, light, mobile, unstable, or unstable, right? Whereas sesame oil has the properties of being heavy, warm, rich, unctuous. Okay, so it really balances that vata dosha, which means that it's going to balance your nervous system, which means that it's going to ground you, okay, make you more stable in your day for daily routine and practices. It's very powerful. Okay. Thirdly, it enhances blood circulation. Okay, you find that in our day there's a lot of bad habits that we form that causes vasoconstriction. Okay, and I'll share with that why in our course we're going to be refraining from things like coffee and tea, because these are all vasoconstrictors. Okay, it shrinks the blood vessels temporarily, but it causes some damage. Okay, meaning that toxins build up. Okay, when you apply sesame oil on the body, it stimulates vasodilation and it improves blood flow to your peripheral tissue, so more toxins now are going to be moving through and out your system. It aids lymphatic drainage. This is now Abhyanga, right? It aids lymphatic drainage. Okay, you find that the heart, the your circulatory system has a pump. Your blood is being pumped by means of the heart, but your lymphatic system has no pump. Okay, so there's a few things we do to improve lymphatic drainage. One of it is going on walks, sweating. Another one is through Abhyanga. Okay, the way you do the rhythmic massage helps move stagnant lymph, assisting with your detoxification. Okay, and there'll be mild sweating by means of rubbing the body. Okay, it activates your parasympathetic nervous system. It is very powerful because strong evidence shows that it activates the vagus nerve. It lowers catabolic hormone called cortisol. Okay, and what this does when the vagus nerve is activated, it moves us into parasympathetic, which is your rest and digest. It promotes better sleep. Naturally, if you are in parasympathetic nervous system, your sleep quality improves. Okay, so there's evidence to show that it helps us with things like insomnia that's linked to stress or vata imbalance. Skin health is improved. It has natural Sesame oil has natural antioxidants like sesamol, vitamin E. It supports the skin barrier function and hydration. Okay. Now I mentioned sesame oil is very penetrative. So the warm oil on the body reduces friction. It nourishes synovial membranes, which supports more mobility and flexibility. And as per the text, the Ayurvedic text, it slows down premature aging, which is very powerful because this is attributed to enhanced tissue nourishment and the improvement of something called ojas. In the course, you will learn more about ojas. It's very amazing, okay, how ojas gets to increase in the body when you follow an Ayurvedic diet and lifestyle. And last but not least, it provides grounding and emotional stability. Did you know in Ayurveda the word for oleation or applying oil internally or externally in the system? It's called snehana. Okay, it's a Sanskrit word. Snehana means to lubricate or to put oil, right, on the body or inside the body. But guess what? Snehana or sneha also means love. It's so powerful, huh? So, self massage fosters that feeling of security, of emotional balance, and self connection. Very interesting because that self connection is to become more established in the self. So, as a daily routine, as you keep doing this, you keep exploring the depths of self love. Something magical will happen. I think that's it for now. I've taken some time. The next part of this will start. I'll show you how we practically will be using the sesame oil or coconut oil or mustard oil on the body during this period of detoxing. Preferably sesame oil, but I'll take you guys through how we can practically do it. Just 10 minutes in your day and you're done. Looking forward to the next part.